Sul Sul! Welcome to my channel, I'm GingerLlama, and today we have a very special build that I wanted to share with you for a while now, because I'm so excited for this. You probably already know that this is a spooky build by the music, and probably because we are building in Forgotten Hall. Okay, and the thumbnail, never mind, you saw the thumbnail, so you do know that this is a spooky build for this season. But that's not all. This is actually my very first collab with another channel, the amazing Wind and Falls. She has been on my channel since the beginning of times, and she has been the sweetest person ever. I've been talking to her every single day, not only about the Sims, so it's really an amazing person to know, and I'm really happy to have someone to share my experiences with, like the games, because I don't really have that in like real life. Like my friends are not like huge gamers, you know. It's like, why do you waste so many hours of your time playing games? And I'm like, it's the most amazing thing ever. So, you know, it's the first friend that I have to talk about those things, and it's really exciting. And now she has a channel, so she's doing this amazing Not So Berry challenge, and she just began, so you can go check the few episodes that she already has, and you can stick around her channel to see what's coming next. She really is an amazing person. She has an amazing CC collection. You love her Sims, they are super duper cute. She has this calming voice on her videos. Like, I think I'm more, I don't know, my voice probably is way more annoying than hers. She has a really soothing voice, so it's really nice to hear her commentary, and of course she is an amazing builder, so we decided to collab for this spooky season. We are building two iconic builds from two iconic movies, and today we are sharing the shells and outsides of like the exterior of the builds, both of them. So I will have her video and channel linked in the description, and I will also have her video at the end cards of this video, so you have to go watch it after this one. And then we swapped builds and we are furnishing the insides of each other's houses, so it has been super exciting to participate in this collab. I'm having so much fun with the swapping. It was really awesome, and next Sunday we will share the interiors, so yeah, I'm really excited. You don't want to miss the swapping. I think it's super interesting. Yeah, you can probably tell that I'm super excited. And so I don't know if you can already tell which build this is. I also don't know if I'm going to put a picture of the real build in the thumbnail or not, so yeah, but in case you don't know, this is the Gracey Manor, and it's from a Disney movie called The Haunted Mansion. It came out in 2003, and it was actually based on the Gracey Manor that you can find in Disneyland and Disney World. That was actually one of my main struggles in the beginning. Like, I was searching for reference pictures to build, and I was finding like different builds. I was so confused. I had no idea that there was a Gracey Manor in Disneyland, so yeah, I was really confused with the pictures, but then I realized there was like a movie version of the build and there was like the real version of the build. They are really similar, but they have their differences. And so of course I'm doing the movie because this collab was about fantasy movies, so we are doing the movie version. The real one, I saw some people building that in The Sims, I think, and Minecraft, so the real building, it's popular apparently. I didn't know it, I'm sorry. But yeah, so it was a struggle to have reference pictures for this build, but we'll talk a little bit more about it in a minute when I'm explaining you the build itself. But yeah, the movie, it was a big success in my days. It has Eddie Murphy as the main character, Terence Stamp, and Wallace Shawn, that I absolutely love. And in the movie, he's super funny, like I love him. And yeah, it's a fantasy spooky but very funny movie for kids, and it tells the story of a family that goes to a mansion because they are realtors, like the parents. And for some reason they take their 2 kids with them, and when they get there, there is a huge thunderstorm, like out of the blue, and they have to stay there, and then the fun begins with all the ghosts and the haunting. I will not tell you the story in case anyone wants to watch it, and I don't want to give you any spoilers, but it's a really fun movie. I loved it when I was a kid, and the story is fun. I really liked the actual story behind the characters and the movie. So yeah, you should definitely watch it in October. It's a very spooky movie. And I will not tell you the other build, so you'll have to go to Wind Falls channel and check the second build that we are doing. And now let's talk a little bit about the build itself. You have probably noticed that we are like 6 minutes into the speed build, and it's going pretty fast, and I'm still trying to figure out the windows. So the windows for this build were a nightmare. In the description of the build, like, it says that the house was built by a captain, and he wanted a lot of windows and balconies. I tried to do that the best that I could to match the picture that we have, but some of the windows were like I don't know, with the 2 floors tall, you know, and we don't have that in game. They also had the same for the door. We don't have that in game either. Yeah, I tried my best. I was not happy with the build before the landscaping part, honestly, because it didn't look like the picture. So I was really frustrated with this build in the beginning, but believe me, I love the end result. I think it's similar. The windows don't really matter that much, but for me they did, and they were really annoying. I'm sorry to Wind Falls, because the inside with all the windows, and some are taller than others because they are so different. I'm so sorry. And good luck from the inside. I believe I will have the same challenge on her build, so we're okay. And yeah, before the landscaping part, I think the rest of the video will be mostly landscaping, trying to figure out the exterior part of the build, and also the walls. I decorated the walls a lot, and I also played a lot with lighting at the end of the video, so it would get that spooky vibe that we have in the original picture. But the ballroom, I really tried to put like chandeliers everywhere inside, but when you come outside, the windows still look blue. This is so Sims 4. But yeah, so I couldn't get that effect on the ballroom, but I think that's okay. I think the lighting was really good at the end, so I'm happy with it. The house is, you can see in the original picture, but yeah, the house is built in front of a huge lake because Captain used to import or export, I think export, some goods, and that's where he got his wealth. And so he liked to have his house just near the lake because he wanted to send messages through the windows, something like that. I read that online, and so yeah, we cannot have a river, but I tried to have a lake. So it's a very green lake with a lot of like dead plants, and this part took a lot of time because it's super detailed. I think it could be more, maybe. I don't know, I was not sure of what I was doing, because another main struggle of this build was the fact that the biggest lot that we have in this world, I wanted to use Forgotten Hollow, of course, because it's the spooky world, vampire world, the dark world, you know, and so I wanted to build there, but the biggest lot that we have in that world is this one from Vlad's mansion, and it's a 30 by 40 lot. So that means that I didn't have a lot of space. And as you can see, the mansion is right at the back of the lot, and I had to shrink the lake that I had in the beginning. You saw that in the beginning of the video. I was just figuring out like the space. The mansion ended up way smaller inside than the real thing, you know, but the lot, it is what it is, you know. I couldn't do better than this. I think I managed the space pretty well with what I had. And so we have the parking space in the front with the rocks and everything that we can see in the movie. Like they park right next to the ballroom, and they have like this stone path next to the river, and so I tried to do that, and I think I succeeded. And then they have like a cemetery on the back of the house. It's curious actually, because the cemetery was there before the house. So when I watched the movie, I thought like it was like a family cemetery, you know? But no, it was not a family cemetery. It was actually already there when the captain bought his lands and built the house. And some people thought it was weird that he wanted to build right next to the cemetery, and he just wanted a place that it was high enough for his house not to flood and close enough to the river at the same time. So that's the whole reason of the cemetery. It's not actually their cemetery. I thought it maybe later on with the generations it was, but in the beginning it wasn't. So that's a little bit of a fun fact for you about the cemetery on the back of the house. But what I wanted to say is that we don't have space at the back of the house, so I built the cemetery on the side of the house. It's really small, but I think it looks really good. I put some candles, I put like a statue. I think it looks really good, and we have two other kind of cemeteries on the side. It's not part of the lot, it's part of the world, the vampire world. So I put two gates on the side because that way the cemetery is larger. So yeah, I thought that would be fun. And so that's pretty much it for the design of the exterior. I tried to keep it as similar as possible to the movie mansion. I think the landscaping and the terrain paint really made a huge difference. That was the line between me hating the build and then loving the build. But yeah, I love the end result. I hope that you guys like it too, and that you like the process, watching like how I came up with everything. And let me know in the comments if you knew this movie before this video, I guess. Or if you didn't, are you interested like in watching the movie? I think it's really fun, as I said before, so you should. But yeah, we are doing some more landscaping, and now I'm going to get some dirt around the lot, and I also added some rocks around the place. But I think this is like the the end, you know. And then I will play a little bit with the lighting. I don't know if you know, you probably do, but if you go with your sim or if you buy the house, that's what I did. I bought the house, it was easier, and you can change the color of the lights and the intensity, and you can play around with that around your house or around a specific room and have some really interesting effects. So I played with that in this building. I moved my sim in here and I changed some of the colors to orange and others to green, others to white. I think it looks really cool. I'm also doing some decorations on the walls with vines, and I put a lot of spider webs and cracks on the windows, and we'll have cracks on the walls. I think that really helps as well to create the look of the haunted mansion, you know. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Something I didn't know though, you cannot see the cracks from the insides on the windows. So that's interesting. I've never noticed that before. And yeah, in the end of the video, here I am placing the lights, and then I will change some of the colors. But in the meantime, I will say goodbye here. I really hope that you guys liked this video. Don't forget to leave your like if you did and comment what you thought. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here, and go check Wind & Falls build and come back on Sunday to watch our swap and the inside of both our builds. I think they look amazing. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Happy simming. Dag dag!